That's our house.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Why does that say Gabby Schrontz? Why did that just say Gabby Schrontz? Gabby?
Yo. Can y'all see her face? And y'all see her face. So oh my God. So I think she found out her best friend was sleeping with her boyfriend while looking through the dude's phone. Clapping cheeks too. Y'all hear it? So I be going crazy. He sound like me.
What the fuck? Gabby, what the... Gabby, what?
So a couple people have asked for a story time, but before I do that, I just want to say that everything I'm about to say in this video is super hypothetical based on a hypothetical story. Okay? So let's go ahead and call my ex-boyfriend Byron and my roommate and best friend Labby. So basically, I had gotten a hold of Byron's phone and I was like, listen, Labby, come outside. Like, let's go through his phone together because this is not the first time that we had gone through his phone together. So we had propped up the phone, which is why I was recording when I had found out, because I was like, I know he's done stuff with other women. He cheated on me about 40 times. Hold on. Let me say I take full accountability for not leaving the first time. Not even the 39th.
Accountability.
So I knew that.
Accountability. I love it. I love it when I hear it from the ladies. I love it. Because a lot of y'all ladies, y'all don't like to have accountability.
He was doing stuff as well as before he had, as well as had multiple relations with other women. So I knew when I was going through it that I was going to find stuff. So the video is about 1 minute and 36 seconds before I found the video of them together. Before that, you know, we thought it was funny, again, to see what was going on. To make this all make sense, I need to go back a little bit, so stay with me. Him and I had just graduated college. We had been in a 2-year relationship, and he basically was like, hey, like, let's figure this out. So I had moved to Columbus from Cleveland for him, right? Me and Labby had worked at the same establishment, and I was like,
I love it. Come where your nigga at. I like that. Come where I'm at, baby. You feel me? I don't want to hear about your career and what you trying to do for school. Come where daddy at. Daddy in Columbia, come where daddy at. Let's go.
hey, I'm about to move to Columbus for this boy. Obviously, she knew about him. And she was like, hey, I don't really, have many friends out here. Like, why don't I move to Columbus with you? Make the rent cheaper. Let's all get a big 2-bedroom apartment. So that's basically exactly what we did. The tape that they had taken was in September of 2024. We didn't move in until November of 2024. So they had already bumped and grind. Nobody was going to bring it to my knowledge. She swears up and down to this day, not to myself, because she has not once apologized. He has not once apologized. Nobody's ever spoken to me, basically, for pretty much the most part.
Yo, somebody would have swung on that girl right there. Like when they was in the car, somebody would have, boop. She was real nice about it. She was real calm about it.
From that day that I found that video of them. So she let me move in with the man that she had already bumped and grind. So who knows, how long that they were bumping and grinding anytime I went to work.
Yep.
Anytime I was out of town.
Yep.
Anytime I was visiting family.
Yep.
Or just going to the grocery store.
My boy had the definition of having his cake and eating it too.
Long story short, they had taken that video in September of 2024. He didn't have the video. She sent it to him July 1st, I think it was, maybe around there. She sent it to him on Snapchat, which is why I say, why does this say blah, blah, blah? He had taken a video off someone else's phone of the Snapchat she had sent them of the tape they had made. He saved it to his camera roll, which is why I hadn't seen it for basically 6 months since it had happened. A lot of people were like, oh, I would have beat her up, blah, blah, blah. When the video ended, I was in complete, utter shock. So I basically was like, yo, get out the car. Her mom was staying us at the time visiting from Cleveland, and I woke her up and I was like, hey, Buki, I just found videos of your daughter having with my boyfriend in his phone. Right after that, she had basically, I didn't come home that night because like obviously I couldn't sleep at the home we all shared. So I basically had went and stayed somewhere else. I came home 24 hours after that, and she had moved everything out. Like I came in and it looked like a whole new, like somebody was moving in. After that, we had pretty much all cut communication. I didn't want to speak to her. She clearly didn't want to speak to me. Instead, she went and told all my business to all my personal friends and people that I held near and dear to my heart. And things that you would tell your friend that you wouldn't tell others, she went on to tell. Lied about that for a while until I found a tape of her, or they recorded her talking about it. And she basically was like, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. And that's how it ended. Like, I never got an apology. I never got, I'm sorry. They swear that was the one and only time that they did it in September when we were all living together. I just don't believe that, because if you're comfortable enough to make a video, you guys were comfortable enough to do that multiple times. After that, pretty much had settled down, other than people would send me videos.
Yeah, people ain't recording the first, you know what I'm saying, interaction type. I'm not even, and I like to record. I ain't gonna lie, I put the motherfucking meta glasses on. Y'all know about the meta glasses, right? Let me tell y'all. You put them goddamn meta glasses on, you push that button, you get in some head, you can just sit there and watch it and shit like that. Now, I would like to do that, but like first interaction, like people ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the second, third, fourth, fifth. Maybe not even a second. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think they was bumping and grinding before that, 100%. Unless he snuck and got the video like real quick, but it don't sound like she sent it to him, so it wasn't no sneaking going on, you know what I'm saying? So
he was going into her job, visiting her. So I kind of knew that they hadn't cut communication, started following each other on Instagram. And I was like, yo, this is kind of weird. Baby, you were supposed to be my best friend. You were supposed to be my boyfriend. Why are you guys following each other on Instagram? Why are you going to her job? And kind of press the issue. Basically then, I started to get blackmailed, and things had kind of spiraled. From there, other than the blackmail, which I can't get into, even though this is a hypothetical story, I just don't want to get into it because I don't feel comfortable enough. Labby had been there for multiple abuse situations that had happened to me. Obviously, all the cheating that happened to me, she would sit there and listen to me cry and vent about how I truly love this.
Hey, look, that's how you know, yo, and I was talking to my dad about this last night, and yo, ladies, y'all love that shit. What my dad say? Y'all love y'all like to be dogged out. Y'all like to be drugged through the mud. Why would you give that nigga some pussy knowing that he done fucked over your friend? You see what I'm saying? He done abused your friend. All of this, and you still give him some pussy? Y'all like that shit like that. Y'all like, ladies, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all like niggas to run game on y'all. Y'all like niggas to tell y'all, hey, well, baby, I'm gonna do this for you, do this for you, baby. I'm gonna have you here. I'm gonna pay the half of your rent. You ain't gotta, he probably was telling her all type of shit, man. You ain't gotta pay that half, your little half of the rent. I'll take care of it. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll take care of 25%, and then the nigga don't do nothing. Y'all like that shit. I'm telling you, y'all like that shit. I know it.
Man, but he would never be loyal to me, which is again where I take fault. But then decided and never told me that she had slept with him. So basically, I hadn't heard anything for months until about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I was at our pool and I saw Labby on my Ring camera, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna go like talk to her because, you know, she keeps telling people my business, and I just feel like that's not fair. I've handled this entire situation with grace. I kind of just moved on with my life, and I just feel like it's not fair that she's telling people my business. So I wanted to go say like, hey, I don't appreciate this. Well, to my knowledge, when I had pulled up, I had seen her car and I heard it start. Byron was actually in the driver's seat and she was coming out. I was like, Byron's not supposed to be here because, oh my God, I completely left out. The day after I had found out that tape, I was out drinking with my friends, rightfully so, and I saw in my Ring tape that Byron was at my home, which I was like, why would Byron be at my home? Well, he had flipped this entire bedroom upside down. This bed frame that you see was damn near hanging from the ceiling. All my clothes
I see them pink Christian Dior's. Them joints hard. I see them on the floor.
were scattered everywhere. He had taken clothes of mine and things like that. So basically, I had called the cops that night. After dealing with, again, abuse and things like that. I never called the cops, but I had finally met my final straw. Because I'm like, why are you guys trying to play the victim? And why is he trying to break into my apartment when I actually did nothing wrong?
Let's send his ass to jail.
Basically, after that, I hadn't spoken to either of them. Obviously, things had moved on. I saw her at my apartment, and he wasn't supposed to be here. So the day that I saw her at my apartment, and I saw him driving, I'm like, hey, he's not supposed to be here. Like, the police had already told him he's not supposed to be here. Well, I had stood in front of the car because I was like, no, you guys are not leaving together. Like, he's not supposed to be here. I'm calling the police. He had ended up ramming the car into, like, my feet and running over my foot. Come to find out that they are actually currently living together. And I don't know what they came to get because he or she doesn't have anything here. I guess they took some dog food. They took the paper towels that I bought. And to be honest, after that, I don't know what they took. But that just frustrated me really bad because I was like, I haven't done anything to you guys. I'm trying to move on with my life. And you guys are continuing to show up at my apartment together. Where again, then I had found out that she was staying with him. Basically, from this point on, I'm dealing with things behind the scenes. Again, she's staying with him. The last time I spoke to him, he said that she was furnishing his entire apartment. She doesn't have money. Also doesn't currently have a job. He currently doesn't have a job because he got fired from his. I know that before she was $10,000 in credit card debt, so I'd love to see where it's at now. As well as furnishing his entire apartment. But honestly, it's just been a mess. And this entire time, I feel like I have moved with such grace. I have definitely strengthened my relationship with the Lord. And at this point, it just seems like they're doing things to get a reaction out of me. And they're not going to get the reaction that they want out of me because at the end of the day, if you can do that to your best friend and your girlfriend, that's just demonic behavior to me. And I would rather choose to live in peace. So basically, since the day that I have found out, they have tried to, well, he did trash my apartment, try to get a reaction out of me, currently living with him, supposedly dating because his name in her phone is my ball with the heart. And honestly, at the end of the day, I wish them the best because those are two demonic human beings. He abused me for 2 years, broke my phone. The phone I'm on is a brand new phone because he smashed the other one in the street. I have holes in my wall. So, it's just silly to me that you would want to be with my abuser knowing that I cried to you about the abuse that I was going through and the things that I was dealing with. But at the end of the day, I just feel like that should have never happened. But again, two demonic people deserve to be with each other. And at the end of the day, the Lord is always going to prevail. And yeah, so that's the story time.
Amen. Lord is always going to prevail. Hey, listen. He going to be beating her ass. He gonna be her friend who with him now. He gonna be beating her ass. Same thing he did to her, he gonna do to her. He gonna be beating her ass, messing up her phone, trashing her room, all type of shit. But I think she want that, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't no reason why you feel me being that trifling. You have sex with your friend's boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? And you know what else? I know why it's they say it's piss in the dating pool. I know why it's piss in the dating pool. It's just because first of all, social media, 100%. Girls think they be 5s and 4s, acting like they 10s. We got that shit going on because of social media. You know what I'm saying? And second, I think it's because, man, some guys, I ain't gonna lie, y'all be putting these girls through the ringer, y'all. Y'all be putting these girls through hell, man. Y'all be putting them through hell. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for them to see. So this is what it is. It's like niggas like this put the girl through hell. You know what I'm saying? And now, right, when she try to go out and she trying to find somebody else, she can't see who, the good pick and who ain't the good pick. She can't see. She's traumatized. You know what I'm saying? this done fucked her up. You know what I'm saying? She done got beat on for 2 years. Like she say, she take accountability. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even be faulting the girls no more for not even being able to see a big boss player like myself. I can't even fault you, sweetheart. You probably the nigga, your ex nigga probably was beating on you and got them putting you in headlocks and shit and giving you the nugget head. Y'all know what I'm talking about? My uncle used to do that shit. You put your head in the headlock and take it. Knuckle sandwich. Giving y'all knuckle sandwiches and shit. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me, but damn, cheating with your best friend is crazy. Cheating with your best friend, dude, and seeing him clapping the cheeks in a phone, it's crazy. My speed be a little bit more. I speed it up on you though. Appreciate y'all tuning in and rocking with me, man. Peace.